So guys, I did it. And I promised you guys that I would post a video once it happened, but life happened. And today's special vlog, I want to shout out a video that I made, I want to say 5-6 years ago. Cosmo can fact check that for me. It is the daily lunch vlog number 5.
First of all, sorry to take up your time, but here's the video he's talking about 4 years ago, and now here's something else I want to bring up. I want to make fun of Christian for a second. 6 years ago, my thank you / update vlog. What got's going on? This kid's grammar. And then also 6 years ago, a video that needs to be seen, that needs to be. Why do I gotta repeat it twice? Okay, I'm sorry, back to the video.
And I want to address a couple of things that I was talking about in that video today and how it pertains to my life now. In one ways, I have changed a lot as my channel has gone. My audience has grown a little bit, but still has grown. Your boy still vapes. I'm sure Cosmo can edit that and make it look special.
This is what you make me do. This is what you make me
do his little Cosmo magic on it. But today I want to drop the facade of being Rebel Beats and talk to you guys as me, the person behind the camera, the person who tries hard to put out these videos, the person who's standing in front of you. To address something, I did get a house, guys. I finally managed to get a goal, and I set it, and I finally was able to move into my own house. I would say that's a positive, and something that me and Sandy both have been working hard on and trying to get put in motion for a long time. And I'm very happy with where I am right now as a man, as anyone could be in life. But I bring up the video I mentioned earlier because I want to talk about a couple of those things that I said in the video and talk frankly, because I think if I do have a younger audience, that I want someone to have said this to me at some point in my life, or I wish I could go back, and I know everybody in the world wishes that. So in that video, I talk about my circumstance in that time, and I do believe dropping out of school was a mistake, but I don't regret dropping out of that school. I only regret waiting so long to get a GED or an equivalent, only because, not necessarily because of job opportunities, even though it would be nice to have some of those job opportunities, just because I didn't have a good enough reason to do it. I had reasons, and I had strife, and I had stuff in my life go on that I won't blare, out, but stuff did happen, and whether that's enough of an excuse, it's up to me to decide. Whoever else later on in life will decide. I will say that it was a bit foolish of me to drop out of school. So if you're younger and you're watching this, I would say definitely stay in school, at least just high school. I know some parents are big on the whole college thing. If you don't feel like you want to go to this high-end, money-sucking college, I don't think that anyone should be forced to do that. But I would say definitely look into some trades. Definitely do your research on different applicable things that could be good for you. Definitely take some classes. I'm not saying education's bad in the Ivy Leagues and stuff like that. It's just like very little percentages of people actually make it to that status. And then once they do, sometimes it just leaves them in more debt than it helps them in the long run. I will say that in that video, I talked about these goals that I had. And even though, my relationship status changed back then, and I'm with a woman I want to marry, essentially.
For some reason, the audio when I download this video doesn't work, so I'm gonna do the sound effect myself. That's the text that's doing this thing. Anyway. Aww.
My goals have stayed the same: to support her, to support me, maybe a kid later on in the future. My goals have not changed since that video. But I will say that I wish I had done a little bit of my life a little bit differently. But that's my decisions, that's my life, that's my like road, like Odysseus. That's my path, that's my Odyssey. And I will say that I've changed for the better in a lot of ways when it comes to maturing in mentality and trying to put priorities first. And also in that video, I said that I would never stop doing YouTube. I haven't done a lot of videos, but I've tried my best and my hardest to try to put out content. And I did promise Cosmo can vouch for this, I promised that if I was to come back, I would do it in the most professional way that I could, by scheduling, by hitting him up and letting him know what time to do videos, what times that I'm going to be sending him videos, if I'm going to be doing reaction videos again with the Cosmo Sent series, and I told him that I would. And I don't intend to break that promise. Currently, as it sits, as life goes, things get a little difficult, things change, things get harder, but I'm definitely not going to stop working on it, and I'm definitely not going to stop this, especially since it's something that I promised myself and you guys. And I've noticed that a lot of you guys have not left me. Some of you actually met me in person, and you're probably seeing this video and be like, hey, I saw Rebel Beats at, blank place. I just want you guys to know I appreciate you, and I love you, and I thank you guys so much for everything. Another thing, what I was saying about saying something to younger people, definitely whenever it comes to like trades, and even if you're not going into a trade or not going into a college, if you are going to abandon, I wouldn't say abandon because that's a bit of a harsh word, but if you're going to forego education, definitely get you some work experience, because out there it's a bit difficult to get jobs when you don't have any work experience, or you're the wrong age, or you don't have a special degree or anything like that. Definitely look into research high paying jobs, and if you want to go into a job, know that a lot of times when it comes to gas stations, fast food, just the typical jobs that you would think, it is very hard, very difficult, and very straining, and very, I would say, painful to move up at all, or get a raise, or anything else. Of course, you can always ask. If you're like 17 or whatever, and you just got your first job and you want to ask for a raise, sure. But just know that that's not always going to be the case. You're going to deal with the managers that are assholes. You're going to deal with you getting paid less than people that are working with you that do less work than you. You're going to be dealing with companies holding your checks. You're going to be dealing with a bunch of this stuff that in the long run, it doesn't seem like it's such a bad thing, but at the time it's going to sound detrimental. And of course, you're going to have the occasional, your car breaks down, you're short on bills, stuff like that. And I just have to say, a lot of people would bring this back to, things happen for a reason. I typically believe in that, kind of, but I also believe that you can pull yourself out of any circumstance that you put yourself in, as long as you know how to put yourself in a better position. Usually the case is you do know how to put yourself in a better position, it's just the harder thing to do. And a lot of times you're going to want to take that easy route, and you're going to want to forego responsibility on things, and you're going to want to plead ignorance when you know how you got in that situation. And I speak from firsthand experience when I say that I've gotten myself into situations that I really shouldn't have been. And if I could have done things differently, I would have. So to those who are going through things, just know that life will never be easy. But as long as you keep adapting and keep goals in your mind that you want to achieve, there's nothing you can't do. Sorry for that little preachy rant. I just wanted to let the subscribers know you guys are going to be getting content very soon. Once everything gets situated with me getting internet in the house, my friend Ty, he's going to help me out with some Warzone videos. If you guys want to see some Warzone Modern Warfare 2 when that comes out, I'm definitely going to be one of the people dropping videos on that. I know Nick wants to still play Fortnite with me.
When the fuck did I sure.
I got my little cousin, he's going to play some Fortnite with me. The no build, just have some fun. And music. I am actually going to be working with a lot more people. I met a lot of people in the area that I'm staying in, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear the music that is going to come out. And I want you guys to know that I still love you. I hope you guys are still with me. And I asked you guys for patience back then, referencing the video again. You will be rewarded here soon. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Rebel Beats, out.
Anyone realize that Christian looks like Jake Paul now? Rewatch this video and just think about that.